One thing I've learned as a Manchester United fan over the years is to never underestimate Pep Guardiola, Man City, and what they're capable of. There's been times where City have started the season slowly. Looks like Arsenal are going to win the league, or it looks like Liverpool are going to win the league. And Man City go and win the league. They go, and when it gets to the important time, that second half of the season, they go and destroy the league. They go and dominate the league. Pep has a new tactical switch, a new game plan. And I think that could happen this season. Arsenal were favourites, Arsenal were first, Arsenal were 4 points clear. But it was a talk of an Arsenal Liverpool title race. It's now talk of an Arsenal City title race after the 3-0 win over Liverpool, where these six players in particular were monstrous versus Liverpool. Now, Cherki had more of a quiet game, but we've seen Cherki over the last few games to Man City. Pep Guardiola knows that Cherki and Doku aren't touchline wingers. They don't need to hold the touchline. They need to come inside. They need to be in central zones. Foden needs to be in central zones. Bernardo Silva needs to be in central zones. And he's managed to fit all of these players into the same team. All of them. A Foden, Cherki, Haaland, Doku front four. He's made that work. Absolute wonders. That front four is terrifying. City have the most goals in the league this season. City have the best attack. And I hate to say this as a Manchester United fan, but some of the football City play is beautiful to watch. They're probably the best team to watch this season from an aesthetic perspective. And I hate saying that as a Manchester United fan. We've got to talk about what Pep Guardiola is doing, because Pep Guardiola is changing City again. He's evolving City again, and I'm pretty scared because I don't want to watch those noisy neighbours win another league title. I don't want to watch Liverpool win the league, and I definitely don't want to watch Arsenal win the league because their fan base is going to be so annoying if they win the league. But I really don't want to see City win the league. And I think, there was that season where they lost 5-2 to Leicester and people thought they were out of the title race. 2 months ago, the way people spoke about City as if they wouldn't be in the title race because they lost to Tottenham. City sometimes start the season slower, but when it comes to mentality, when the going gets tough, they have the capability to win 15 games in a row. Even last season when they were pretty crap, after January, they made sure they got that top four. They made sure they got that top four. They made sure they got that third place. Do you know what I mean? City have it in them to do what they need to get it over the line, whereas Arsenal haven't proven that yet. And Liverpool are so up, down, up, down. Let's talk about City. Let's talk about this new game plan of Pep's, and let's talk about why it's scary. Pep has built something scary again. It does scare me. Cherki, unbelievable so far. Doku, arguably been the best winger in the league this season. Foden is looking back to his best despite not getting the credit this time. And Haaland is on, 20 goals this season, and it's November. That's not normal. That's not normal. It's just dynamic because Foden, Cherki, and Doku all, I think, do better when they can come central. They're not people that like to be out wide. And he's made them all work in the same team. Pep's knew all of these players, knew their strengths, knew how to get the best out of them, and has put them all, and he's made it work. Doku and Cherki can come inside, which suits them, and Foden can drift between the lines, and Haaland can pin the defences, and it's this chaos, but it's this control chaos where they all complement each other, and this new sort of City frontline is perfection. Doku has 5 goals and 7 assists in all comps this season. He's completed over 5 dribbles per 90, the most in Europe's top 5 leagues. We know that Doku's an unbelievable dribbler. We could have said that last season. We could have said that when Doku first joined. He's an unbelievable dribbler. The question has been over output. Even without his goal, I think he would have been man of the match clearly versus Liverpool. But 5 goals, 7 assists. He's starting to get output. He was phenomenal versus Dortmund, but obviously didn't get the goals and assists to show for that. His dribble numbers are insane. He's not just pace. He's everything. He can go to left to right so quickly, cut inside. It's his unpredictability. There was times where I personally don't think we saw Doku at his best because Doku was potentially asked to stay out wide or hold the touchline. But Pep's realised that when Doku has the freedom to roam and come in more centrally and combine with Foden and Haaland, that's when Doku's at his most dangerous, coming more central and running at people and driving at people. And his unpredictability means that defenders are going to have to double up on him and leave space for everyone else, but they can't double up on him because they're going to have to double up on Haaland. And when you have Cherki, Doku, Haaland and Foden, they're all such threats. Teams have to go 1 for 1 on all of them. All of those players are such a threat. It's not like they can double mark them out of the game. And this is Pep Guardiola. He's letting chaos create structure. He's got 4 really good players together, playing them all in their best role, and that creates the structure rather than saying, we need a structure through this. It's about profiling his players and getting the best out of his players. Because Cherki is only 22 years of age. He's been injured. He already has 6 goal contributions for Man City. And he's seeing the game in slow-mo when I watch Cherki. I feel like Doku is this runner, is this dribbler, is this really good player. I think Foden's a little bit of everything. We'll touch upon Foden later. Haaland's this monstrous goal scorer that has more to his game than just goals that I don't think he gets enough credit for. But Cherki's the creativity, because I feel like every time Cherki comes on, he creates something. Every time Cherki comes off, City create less. I feel like the service that Cherki gives Haaland alone is pretty mad. But when I watch Cherki, I'm sometimes like, are you seeing the game in slow-mo? Like the way he kind of knows what to do, the way he gets the ball and can just think and disrupt the shape and drop the shoulder and play some disguised pass or go carry it on the inside. Like I watch Cherki and he'll come on the inside, take a touch, make a pass, and I think, is he watched this game in slow-mo? He's reading this game so well. Sometimes he's done combinations with Foden, quick 1-2s. He does these disguised through balls, these eyes for a pass. Like, he's got it so naturally. It's so naturally technically gifted. It comes to him so naturally that sometimes you think Cherki's just watching the game in slow-mo when he's had loads of time to think about what he's going to do. But it just comes natural, his unpredictability, his flair. Cherki's one of those players, and I hate to say this, that gets you off your feet, gets you excited to watch him play, because you don't know what he's going to do. But you know he's going to get the ball, and he's going to make the right decision, and he's going to do something smart, and he's going to do something fun. He gets you off your seat. Phil Foden. We've got to give Phil Foden some credit. We've got to give him some credit. He might not have got crazy goal and assist numbers this season, but he's looked so much back to his best this season. He's been playing in the number 10 role where he thrives. We all know he's not a left winger, despite Southgate trying that. His numbers are jumped for sure. He's got more touches, more creation, more goals. But there's been so many goals this season that Man City have scored. And Foden doesn't score it, or Foden doesn't get an assist for it. But Foden was involved in it, even without a direct goal contribution. That's what I feel about Foden. And Foden sometimes is dropping deep to help build and attacking the box with good timing. I do think Foden is looking at De Bruyne and what De Bruyne did, and he's trying to recreate that. And last year wasn't the best Phil Foden, but I think we're seeing Phil Foden at its best since he won the Player of the Year award. His link up with Cherki and Doku is just football. It's fast, it's technical, it's unpredictable, and Foden's getting back to his best, and he looks happier, and he looks good right now. But we've got to talk about Mr. Haaland. It's scary. I mean, this is scary. 19 goals, and it's only November. When he misses chances, he'll still score. He missed a penalty, just went to score 5 minutes later against Liverpool. Sometimes he won't even touch the ball a lot, but his one touch could change everything in a goal. But it's not just that he scores goals. People are talking about Haaland if he scores goals and does nothing else. Haaland's evolved so much in the last 3 years on top of scoring goals. He creates space. His movement is so good. His ability to pin defenders is so good. He makes it easier for his teammates because the defenders are so concentrated on Haaland that his teammates get that bit more space. He's got pure creators behind him as well. Doku is chaos. Cherki's a creator. Foden can make those delayed runs in a crate. But his build-up's better. His awareness is better, Haaland. His movement is better. His link-up is better. Haaland's really developing as a player. And Pep Guardiola has reinvented that City attack. Doku and Cherki drifting inside like narrow wingers, giving the fullback space to overlap. Foden being the connector, drifting in central zones, finding Haaland. Instead of this slow possession, City are breaking lines with a bit more speed, a bit more verticality. And Pep is trusting players. He's not micromanaging them. He's giving those players a little bit of freedom and a bit to be a little bit expressive. And I like this. It's good. And I think this is one of the scariest versions we've seen of Man City in a while. You know, I haven't mentioned Oscar Bob, talented player that come off the bench. Savinho, talented player. Marmouche. I mean, they've got loads of other talented players in their attack and in their squad. You know, Nico Gonzalez is doing great for Rodri. Reinders can contribute an attack. Bernardo Silva can contribute an attack. But every time we think Pep hits his ceiling or is getting in trouble, he builds a new floor above that ceiling. And he builds a new team and a new structure. And he understands his team and he doesn't force roles. He's understanding profiles. And all of a sudden, this is probably the best City's attack has looked in a while. The performances from Doku and Savinho versus Borussia Dortmund was Mahrez and Sane kind of level. This City team is starting to look good. It's starting to look like a real problem. And as a Man United fan, I don't like that one bit because I really don't like Man City. I'm not going to lie to you. But listen, people, thank you for watching today's video. Let me know your thoughts down below, Manchester City fans or people that are watching that aren't Manchester City fans. But I do think this City attack is special. And I do think City are quietly doing something big. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.